Annoying incoming calls. Don't keep calling me over and over.
Barry, what time do you think it is? You need to learn some limits.
Annoying old woman.
Old woman? You think it's okay to say that?
What's wrong with calling an old woman an old woman?
Oh, really? If you're going to use that kind of language, maybe I'll distribute your old photos around the neighborhood, like the ones of you wetting the bed and crying.
What? Stop it.
Alright, maybe I should have your childhood friend Iris take them to school.
Seriously, stop.
You're still a middle school student. You're a child under your parents' protection. If you don't come home right now, I'm going to start making copies and distributing them to everyone in town.
Annoying.
By the way, I heard you got into a fight with kids from another school. I can go give them some photos too, you know. I'll introduce myself as Barry's mother.
Seriously annoying.
If you don't like it, come home quickly. I go to the trouble of making dinner every day, and you don't even come home to eat. Your father and I are really angry, you know. If this continues, we have some thoughts.
Thoughts? What are you talking about?
I'm not going to tell you. Just don't underestimate your parents. Or are you getting carried away because you're called the toughest guy in town? Was it the strong ones come at me? You're talking like a character from an anime I heard.
Who did you hear that from? Was it Iris too?
I can't disclose my source of information. I want to keep getting leaks.
I'm not the one starting fights. They come at me on their own. There are guys targeting my friends.
I think it's great that you're fighting to protect your friends. Getting hit hurts, and hitting others hurts too. Fighting is all about pain. But the fact that you have the courage to face it, I honestly think that's great.
Of course.
But I am your mother. I'm worried. I believe you're not doing anything off the beaten path. But I wonder if you're not being mistreated or if you're troubled by something.
I see.
You wouldn't want your friends to be mistreated by anyone, would you? Just like that, I would be sad if you were hurt.
Parents and friends are different.
The feelings of concern for someone don't change. Just like you worry about someone, your father and I are worried about you. I just want you to remember that.
I'm already 15. I can decide what I want to do myself. So leave me alone.
Sweetie, listen. You can say that when you're working and living independently.
Seriously annoying. You're the one who decided to have me. I have my own thoughts. Don't think I'll just do whatever my parents tell me to.
I don't expect you to do as you're told, but you need to improve at least your basic behavior. Come home early and eat your meals properly. Try not to get into fights if possible. Remember, you can rely on me or other adults around you when you're in trouble, okay?
Adults shouldn't interfere in children's fights.
Oh, so you admitted you're a child.
Don't nitpick.
Anyway, come home early this week. I'm going to be away from home starting next week. I want to have a long talk with you.
I'm busy too.
But you'll come home, won't you? I know you're a kind child. Mom will make a lot of your favorite foods. At least for this week. Eat your meals at home.
Don't just decide things on your own.
Yes, but I will be waiting for you. Barry, are you done with school?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm on my way to the tutoring school now.
Make sure you eat something before you go to tutoring. You'll be home after 8 p.m., right?
Yeah, around that time. So, what's up? You must have something you want to talk about if you're calling me, Mom.
Yes, exactly. I need you to buy some milk on your way home from tutoring. I'll give you the money later. Can you do that for me?
Understood.
Speaking of which, I heard from Iris. Was it the nationwide mock test for first-year high school students at the tutoring school the other day? I heard you did really well.
It's not that big of a deal.
What are you talking about? You scored around 70 in deviation value, didn't you? I don't know much about these things, but that was amazing, right?
It's because I've been studying. Iris did even better than me.
Iris has always been good at studying, hasn't she? I thought she was smart from a long time ago, and she did well in her studies. Isn't the deviation value of the high school she's attending now about 40? What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? I wasn't listening in class in middle school. Of course, I couldn't get into a good school. I just improved because I studied.
Is that so? Well, I think it's good that you became interested in studying as a student. I was a bit surprised. I was worried when you suddenly said you wanted to go to a tutoring school. I thought you hit your head or something.
I started to think about various things when I became a high school student. I played hard in middle school.
You've become a different person since graduating from middle school, haven't you? You went from blonde to black hair, and you stopped going out at night. You've changed so suddenly. I wonder what made you change.
It was because of cancer.
What?
I found out at the end of middle school that you had cancer, Mom. I happened to see you taking medicine. And when I secretly checked the medicine, it was an anti-cancer drug.
Is that so?
Come to think of it, I remember there were days when you were away from home for about 2 weeks. I asked Dad and he told me that you had undergone cancer surgery.
Your father promised not to tell. You should have told me if you knew. It's embarrassing to pretend that nothing happened.
Why didn't you tell me, Mom?
I didn't want to worry you. Besides, it's not like I'm going to die immediately.
You wouldn't know that. Even if the surgery was successful, you're taking medicine because it might metastasize or recur, right? I read that the chances are high in your stage.
Well, yes, but...
I understand why you didn't tell me when I was a kid. I was out playing and not listening and saying things that hurt you. I think I was the worst. Even though you asked me to come home, I ignored you.
It's okay. What's in the past is in the past.
No, it's not. I thought it was wrong. I regretted it a lot when I found out you had cancer. I was wondering how anxious you must have been. Even though you were sick, I was just being rebellious. I caused a lot of trouble.
Barry.
I'm really sorry. I trampled all over your feelings.
That phase was necessary for you.
Can you forgive me?
This isn't about forgiveness. Just the fact that you come home makes me happy. But I can't believe you became serious because I had cancer. You're really adorable.
This isn't a laughing matter, and it's not like I decided to become serious. I have a different goal.
What do you mean?
I'm thinking of becoming a doctor. That's why I'm studying.
A doctor?
It would be convenient to have a doctor in the house. I want to make sure you can feel safe if you get sick in the future.
Of course, I'll support you if that's what you want to do. Is that really what you want to do? You're not thinking like that because of my cancer, are you?
I'm able to study because I want to do it.
I see. Then I will support you. But if you find something else that you can be more passionate about, you can give up being a doctor. You have the right to decide your own future.
I know. But for now, I don't intend to give up.
You've suddenly become so admirable. It seems like a lie that you were like that in middle school. We were always fighting so much. The growth of children is really fast.
Isn't it better for parents now?
What are you saying? Whether it's now or when you were in middle school, you're a kind son to be proud of.
I see.
Even though you were always sassy, you always replied to my messages. I thought you were really honest and cute.
Oh, enough. It's embarrassing.
Sorry. You know, Barry, I'm really glad I got to hear your feelings, and I'm sorry for keeping things from you until now.
It's okay. I was wrong too.
And I was really happy when you told me you wanted to become a doctor. It looks like I'm going to be hospitalized again.
What? You're kidding.
I'm sorry for the sudden news. Your dad told me to talk to you properly, but I just couldn't until today. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why? You're not at fault, Mom. Don't apologize.
Because you're working so hard.
Forget about me for now. Did it recur? Or did it metastasize?
It recurred. Whether I can have surgery or not is a bit uncertain. They're going to conduct thorough examinations before starting treatment, so it seems like it's going to be a long time this time.
Why? Why does it have to be you, Mom?
Really? Why? I don't know either.
Mom, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, as usual. The hat you bought me was complimented by the nurse. Your sense of style is good, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's better than wearing a strange wig. It was like a wig you'd wear for a performance or a game. Dad seems to have ordered a proper one, so wear a hat until then. The other patients would be surprised by that wig.
What? Didn't everyone laugh? I thought it was popular.
What if making them laugh too much worsens their condition?
Didn't you know? Laughter eliminates cancer cells.
It increases natural killer cells, right?
That's right. It shows that you're aiming to be a doctor.
Well, I learned that from a manga though.
Whatever. It's important to take in any information, right?
Well, maybe. Mom, are you feeling okay? I heard from Dad that the side effects are hitting you hard. If there's anything you want, I'll bring it.
There are tough times, but if it can cure cancer, I can handle this much. But it was a bit shocking when I lost my hair. That's why I was so happy to have the hat.
If there's another good one, I'll buy it.
Because I have this hat, I'm okay. Hey Barry, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you've grown up to be such a straight person. That was the happiest thing in my life.
Stop it.
What?
It's past tense. It sounds like last words. You don't have to say such things. Without you, Mom, I might go back to being a delinquent. So don't say such things.
But I want to tell you what I'm thinking now. I don't know what will happen from now on. I want to tell you while I'm still conscious.
Don't be pessimistic. My mom isn't that weak. She's not someone who would lose to cancer.
Barry.
I'm frustrated that I can't do anything. I wish I could defeat your cancer. I wish I had cancer instead of you.
Hey, don't say such things. I would be sadder if you were sick.
I feel the same way. I want to do more to repay you and Dad. I want to repay you for all the troubles I've caused you.
You're already being filial.
What?
The greatest act of filial piety is that you were born. Such a good child coming to me and your father. That's enough.
Mom.
There's something I've decided with the doctor, whether to have surgery or not.
What?
Even if I have surgery, it doesn't mean it won't recur. I don't know if I can successfully remove all of it. If it doesn't go well, the time left for me is really limited. I'm really struggling.
What if you don't have surgery?
Radiation therapy to slow the progress of the cancer. I don't know what will happen. The possibility of a complete cure may be low.
Then isn't it better to have surgery?
That might be the case, but I'm scared and can't decide. I think about what if it doesn't go well. I want to see more of your growth. I want to live with your dad.
I know it's selfish, but I want you to live. Even though you're suffering now. I know it's cruel to tell you to hang in there. Live until I become a doctor. I will definitely become one. Even if you get sick, I will be able to cure you.
Barry.
I know it's really scary, but Dad and I are with you. I'm going to make you laugh a lot, enough to make the cancer disappear. Contact me right away when you're in pain, and I'll respond properly. I will also visit you every day.
Since you're studying hard, every day is fine. But I think I'll be in touch.
That's fine. Please do a lot. I'll do anything for you. So let's overcome this together.
Really, you're not fair. If you say so, I have to do my best.
I'm sorry.
But maybe I wanted you to push my back like this. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up at all. So I'll do my best. You and your father are with me.
It'll be absolutely fine. Because you're the mother of the biggest delinquent in town. There's no way I'll lose to cancer.
Oh, stop it. Are you going to talk about being a delinquent again? Don't make me laugh. My tears are coming back.
Don't laugh. Well, laughing might be better for curing cancer. But this is not the time to laugh.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Mom, I'm just happy to be alive. I feel the same way. So don't lose, Mom, because I'm going to make you live longer. After that, my mom underwent a difficult surgery and continued her battle with cancer. Thanks to her perseverance and the doctor's treatments, the cancer disappeared and she was able to be discharged from the hospital. When my mom came home, she hugged me with a beaming smile. I felt a bit embarrassed, but I was truly happy. Since then, she has been living healthily without any recurrence or metastasis and continues to undergo regular checkups. 3 years have passed since then, and I was able to fulfill my dream of entering medical school. I wasn't able to cure my mom's cancer, but considering she's healthier now, I pray that there won't be a need for me to treat her. Even though I'm aiming to become a doctor, I believe that the greatest happiness is not having to go to one. Living life means that you or your loved ones will inevitably experience illness at some point. In times like that, I want to be able to help, to become a doctor who can make a difference for people who are fighting and suffering like my mom. To avoid regrets of what I should have done back then, I want to continue expressing my honest feelings and cherish the people I care about.